Do I have to sell the deceased home in probate? This is a question I get often because when someone passes away, a lot of times their major asset is their actual home, their personal residence. And so the family members call me, I'm a probate attorney in Las Vegas, Nevada, and ask what they need to do. And most of the time, we got to open probate. If we open probate, then the question presents whether we need to sell this home in the probate system, in probate court. The answer depends. A lot of times we do sell it, and it is recommended to sell because it is a major asset. And if there's multiple heirs, a lot of times it doesn't make sense to put all multiple heirs on title at the end of probate. So it would transfer to whoever the heirs are, because then everybody would have to agree to sell it in the future. A lot of times it makes more sense to sell it in probate so that the proceeds of the sale can be divided by the multiple heirs. So that way everybody gets their money and they can go their separate ways. Because if you transfer title to multiple heirs, then they're all still dealing with this property after probate. The other thing that happens in probate is somebody has to be appointed as the administrator of the estate. That's step one of probate. Once that happens, that person has authority on behalf of the estate to handle the estate assets. So a lot of times it does make sense for one person to deal with the sale of the property, deal with the buyers, deal with the listing agent, figure out a sales price, all of that good stuff. A lot of times it's much easier if one person's doing it. Again, if you wait and you keep the home and you just transfer title to the heirs at the end of probate, then all the heirs will have to be involved in ultimately selling this home or renting the home or whatever they want to do with the home. So logistically, a lot of times it makes sense to do it within the court system. The other reason it has to sometimes be done within probate is because there's not enough money, there's not enough liquid assets of the estate to pay all of the estate bills. So the estate has to pay the probate attorney, the estate has to pay the administrator, the estate has to pay any creditors, any IRS stuff, any of that stuff. That stuff the estate will have to pay before the court will transfer the real property into the rightful heirs' names. So a lot of times we actually have to sell in probate because we need the money. If you want to talk about probate or how to avoid probate, please feel free to give my office a call. We offer complimentary 15-minute phone consults with me, so feel free to call us if you need us.